sports. Few places are richer in tradition, more steeped in nostalgia than this old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy, the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes. And the scarlet and gray have this place rocking already. Coaches like to say, play the next one on the schedule. This one carries a little more weight, a mid-season top 10 showdown. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Seminoles will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Looking for a productive play on first down. Takes a handoff. It's Judkins. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass, it's Howard. He finds his man, and he'll be brought down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They'll need 3 yards here on 3rd down to keep this opening drive alive. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Wants to throw on 3rd down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Looking for a crease, it's Holmes. And he's tackled at the line of scrimmage. The first play does nothing. Man, what a matchup. The stakes are really high. Both teams in the top 10, playoff positioning, all the things that go with a midseason showdown, guys.
And these are just fun for us because we got a little bit more juice, too, because both teams in playoff contention, both teams high.
And the sack all the way back at the 5. And how about this Buckeye defense? This is not all flash and score around here these days.
And when you've seen Ohio State really be great and make those playoff runs, you always pick out those big defensive linemen that can get their hands on the quarterback and get him on the ground like they did right here.
Right down the middle. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Touchdown, Buckeyes! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return.
I'll tell you what, as a DB, you're lucky if you get 1 pick 6 in your entire football life. This guy had one last game. He's got one this game. Quarterbacks are going to stop throwing his way.
The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. Takes it inside his own 20. Chance for great field position here. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. New set of downs after that completion. They'll throw it on first down. Pocket starts to collapse. And they got him for the sack. And this crowd loves a good pass rusher in the line of Chase Young, the Moses, Jim still wagging. The Buckeyes can get after the quarterback.
Yeah, and when the crowd's going nuts like it does in the shoe, it just makes it easier to rush the pass.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And the Seminoles line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The time-honored phrase for a quarterback is field general. This dude in this environment, he's like a stadium commander. He's like an elevated rank above field general.
He's like an orchestrator. He knows how to set them off and then
deep shot for the end zone. And he intercepts it. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. A first down for the offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Trying to get to him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
He wants to go deep. And he makes the catch at the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, no!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
And they pick up the first down in what might be the last play here in the first quarter. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Wide out in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. They're going to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. And that's a mistake you don't expect to see from a senior, and he is lucky to get it back.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
The Buckeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Looking downfield, it's Uiagalelei. He makes the connection. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Comes out throwing on first down. Fires one high and deep. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. Basketball through the years, we've seen the Big Ten ACC Challenge, and it'll be fun to watch this one on the football field.
I think this is going to be a real test of physicality. I know these are two conferences that pride themselves on that, going out and establishing the line of scrimmage. So, David, interesting X's and O's matchup here in this one.
Yeah, and it's always cool to have those measuring stick opponents. Like, once we start getting deeper in the season and start having the comparison game, well, you have a matchup, a big matchup of a Big Ten school versus an ACC school. This will be used in the college football playoff criteria.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And the Noles are marching down the field. Now from inside the red zone. That's caught. It's Brown. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Looking for a man. It's Uiagalelei coming after him. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
This crowd busting the decibel meter and trying to will a 4th down stop. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And his throw is incomplete.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. Had the coverage they wanted, receiver ran on the route, just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Grabbed in the middle, it's Ibuka. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catching line. They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. From the gun, the running back has it. At the 35, he's got room. Afterburner's coming. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. And this senior quarterback knows he had a chance that time and just put a little too much on it.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch. And in this case, even catching the football, it was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
Nice job by the quarterback and receiver working the curl route. Receiver got his depth, and he fought back to the football, helping make that completion a whole lot easier.
Catch in the middle, it's Scott. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Howard. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Hey, quarterbacks got to understand, I know you got your favorites, and you're going to look out there and you're, that guy's really good. I'm going to find ways to get him, but I got to take what the defense gives me, and double coverage is probably not the avenue that I want to go attack consistently.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. And it's caught! Touchdown, Ohio State! That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking and play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? Peek in the backfield, and you lose the big thing. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost it.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Top 15 teams colliding today in a huge matchup, and it's now a final. South Carolina steamrolled its way to victory today. They scored off turnovers, they scored on gadget plays, an all-around masterpiece that'll give the folks in Columbia a ton of confidence. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this. Gonna take a shot. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Looking for a block. It's Henderson. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Completion a little short of the sticks. It's 2nd down. Motion from the offense. To throw, it's Howard. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. They'll run it. It's Henderson. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They're bringing heat. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Just enough time to get off 1 more snap. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Buckeyes will boot it away to start the 2nd half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He gets a block. He's got an alley. Can they catch him? He will
can't start the second half any better than that. You're trying to come out of the locker room. You're trying to create some momentum. Taking the first kick of the third quarter back for a touchdown, that is exactly what this head coach was looking for from his players.
And the point after is good.
Ohio State 21, Florida State 14.
They're lining up for the kickoff, and let's see if this return team can answer with a score of its own. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Looking to go up top on first down. Pulls it in. It's Smith. At the 35, he's open. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Quick pass on the fly motion. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
The Buckeyes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Now on 2nd and goal. Caught in the backfield. It's Smith. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? You can't miss. You've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you up.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds. An excellent field position for this offense. On 1st down, here comes this offense. He's going to pass. Getting some heat. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. And this defense, this crowd, this atmosphere, it can rattle an offense in a hurry.
You can shake them up. When you can get to the quarterback and affect them, we all know they become very human. They start seeing things. And with this crowd, they can't hear anything. This place is going absolutely nuts. Nice job rushing the passer, igniting the crowd.
And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. This dude is having a day, and with that one, he's halfway to Chase Young's 4-sack single-game record.
Go get it, young fella. Just quickness, speed off the edge, getting to the quarterback. You got to be relentless when you're chasing the quarterback. And Chase Young's record, if you can go get that.
Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown Seminoles. And here they come, almost all the way back. Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. Defense can't keep playing like that.
No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
Awesome job by the defense. Not only getting a fast quarterback on the ground, but understanding what he wants to do. He can take off. I got to make sure I got good pursuit angles, and I got to...
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Man, there are defensive players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating with the offensive game plan. A sack on 2 consecutive plays, and now on third.
The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to, and as a result, that's now his second pick thrown in this game.
Gonna run it. It's Holmes. Open run. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Knowles.
Man, we know football gets harder when you start to get in the red zone and the field shrinks. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, exploding through, getting a long touchdown run.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he...
He's loose. The 40. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd, because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Back to throw, it's Howard. Got his man on the right. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught, close to the marker, it's Scott. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. The Buckeyes Buckeyes have their offense in high gear. They'll throw it from the red zone. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Ohio State. They take the lead with the 6. A lot of glorious days in the history of the Buckeyes, and this might put this guy right at the top of the list for a single game.
And that list of names is incredible. Like, we can go down the list of so many guys that have been such great playmakers, so dynamic. So to think about putting yourself in that category, we're going to be talking about winning trophies and this guy being an All-American by season's end.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Quick handoff. Defense coming through and knocking him down for a loss, and that'll be the end of the 3rd period.
Ohio State 35, Florida State 28.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Back to pass, it's Uiagalelei. Get it out on the screen. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. On the ground, it's Holmes. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Time to take a shot. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.